I'm gonna show y'all how the ancient Egyptian belief system canceled Christianity out, it cancels Judaism out, it cancels Christianity out, and it cancels Islam out. All you gotta do is look at the main characters, go back to ancient Kemet. So let's rewind that tape back. Okay, I'll rewind the tape back. Okay, we all gotta go to the book of Enoch. The book of Enoch are what they call the Hebrew Talmud actually came out of ancient Babylon. It's a Babylonian text that predated the biblical text of the story of flood, story of Noah, because you got to keep in mind, they said that the Babylonians took a group of people into captivity. Keep in mind, ancient Kemet controlled their land all the way up to the Levant. But between them and the Hittites fighting between that land. You had a period where they both Egypt and the Hittites came up under attack from these group of people known as the Sea People. The Sea People, nobody know where they come from, but there was a collabo of different people that lived around the Mediterranean. Some people say that they were the beginning of what you call the Chaldeans. Now you had the city of Chaldea, or what y'all call in Jordan. They were founded by a group of people known as the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians had control of that area for a long time, then they went off and settled the area known as Carthage. So then you had Carthage forming right there in the Mediterranean. That's what did all the attacks on the ancient Egyptians. That's what did all the attacks on the Hittites, was the ancient Chaldeans who will turn into they will turn into what you call the Tunisians, Hannibal, up under Hannibal Barca. So now you got Israel, the so-called land of Israel, all the way up to the Levant in control. The Egyptians fell back into Egypt. So now you had the Chaldeans in control of that land. Okay, a few hundred years later, the Assyrians or Babylonians retook it and pushed the Chaldeans out. They took control of it and then they invaded ancient Egypt. So at no time that didn't give no city of Judea, Israel, time to settle, because it was always in conflict. Now, you had a group of people that invaded Egypt that were pushed out by the Babylonians known as the Hyksos. The Hyksos were a group of nomadic herdsmen that were basically made up of the Canaanites. The Canaanites invaded Egypt. They set up and came in Egypt during the time of famine. So the Egyptians let them come in. Well, they set up a capital in the Delta. They set up their own capital in the Delta of Egypt. So Seti I had led several campaigns against them and lost. Eventually, his son Seti II drove him out, drove the Hyksos out. That is right there. That is your what you call your Exodus right there, when the ancient Kemites drove the Hyksos out. They was invaders. They wasn't no people in no bondage. That's not even in ancient Egyptian history that they had a people in bondage. Even President Sadat said that's not in their history. So now you got that being challenged. You got that right there being challenged about the Hebrew Exodus, because it wasn't never no Exodus. So now that's being challenged. That's up for debate, because the Israelites never existed. So now you got this Pharaoh doing this setup for what? The golden period of ancient Kemet, which you had the ones who kicked off the golden period of ancient Kemet. Who was that? That was your Pharaoh Akhenaten. Akhenaten started praying to the one God, the sun God. If you go and look at all the Egyptian reliefs, you'll have the Pharaoh Akhenaten, him and his wife reaching up to the heavens. That is your God right there. That is the God y'all worship, the sun God. At. That is the God y'all Christians worship. That's the God the Israelites worship. That's the God y'all Muslims worship. That's what y'all worship. Y'all worship the ancient Egyptian religion, and then it's mixed with the ancient Babylonian Talmud, which the Israel supposedly got after they got free from the captivity from the ancient Babylonians. When that's not even there's no even evidence of backing that up. See, so everything y'all been taught in these books been a lie. It's been plagiarized dogma put together from the book of Enoch, the flood of Noah, which is the ancient Babylonian tale of Gilgamesh, and everybody else had the same story around the world because something happened that did happen was catastrophic. You know, before that you had what you call the pre-Adamites. This is where your city of Atlantis and all these other cities that's in myth fables like uh, what the city in ancient Mesoamerica, all these ancient what they call in Spanish El Dorado, all your cities and stuff that's around the world that's no longer here, that was here, that predated the pre-Adamites were destroyed during this calamity. So what I just broke down with y'all, everything y'all taught, and all these, especially in Islam, Judaism, is Christianity, is plagiarized dogma. The only difference is that the Jews have Moses, which is the Pharaoh Akhenaten. Y'all have Jesus, and Isis, which is basically Isis and Horus. Then y'all have Muhammad. Muhammad was actually a real person that was given the revelation. But then again, he said he was given the revelation by the angel Jibril, which we all know jinns disguise themselves a lot. So we don't know if all that's even real. That's why I keep telling y'all, man, all this shit is plagiarized dogma. Once you read and study and break this shit down, yes, you will be conflicted like I was. I was conflicted like a motherfucker. I was conflicted. It shut me down to the core because just finding this shit out, I didn't know what to believe at first. You dig? I didn't know what to believe till I started researching all this shit, going deeper and deeper. The further down the rabbit hole I went, the more shit I found out. Now, am I saying it's not a supreme being, that the creator of shit? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that shit's not it. Over and out.